Greetings. This is General of the Armies, Vincent Diaz Jr. This is a communique for Vladimir Putin. Attention to all world leaders. CC all stakeholders. BCC all those living my way of life or who want to. Well, it's emergency news again, basically. I'm going to read the news. It's an emergency. I don't know if you already know. You might already know. So it's not a burning issue. As far as this Walmart total failure system, where Walmart is the only option in the market to get an ePIN prepaid credit card, prepaid phone card service plan for any phone anywhere, as my system runs right now, with the special ePIN system of prepaid phones, of the phones I have to use. The total failure is still going, and I hit I hit the fraud unit for sure now. I wasn't sure where the fraud was. I used Walmart.com this morning, and then I didn't use an account at all. I did it as a guest. All I gave them, I just put in the basics of my billing address for my credit card. It's the only address they need. Didn't have an account. And then my newest email for the ePIN to be sent to. And they hit the illegal fraud movement. They took my money from my bank, and then they canceled my order after the point they were supposed to have delivered my email with the ePIN on it. And now it said, I had to use actually no account whatsoever. I got my order number. I checked. They had some sort of illegal processing unit running when this was all supposed to be automated and done. They took my money, which they weren't supposed to do, which proves they've stolen somewhere, somehow. Now it might be 10 days before they refund my money. And I got no emails whatsoever. I managed to get back into Walmart through the help to track my order with my order number to know all this as quickly as I went. And so there's the fraud alert. The fraud alert is Walmart, most likely. It's probably not my bank, but then I'm going to get to the news, and it says something like, all of your banks have failed in Russia, sir. Here's the big burning issue. Might not be. Newsweek yesterday, explosions hit Russia's Belgorod as governor says air defenses triggered. We're about at it. As I was reading the news today, I was actually having visualizations of that Terminator 3 start to World War 3, Judgment Day issue, and just like all the world's nuclear weapons prepared to go off at once and strike. CNN 2 days ago. Harris compares overturning Roe to legacy of U.S. government trying to claim ownership over human bodies. Axios 7 hours ago. What we know about the Patriot Front march through Boston. Insider 2 days ago. What is Moore v. Harper? Supreme Court case could roll back voting rights. WPDE.com 14 hours ago. Thousands of tourists come to Myrtle Beach for 4th of July weekend. New York Post 9 hours ago. Off-duty correction officer shot at Queens Motorcycle Club party. The Daily Beast 14 hours ago. Russian scientist dies suddenly after being arrested for treason. NPR 21 hours ago. The Supreme Court marshal asks state officials to act on protests at justices' homes. I think they made this up. There's no such thing as a marshal of the Supreme Court, and that sounds like it's probably this, and that's the state Supreme Court of wherever. It doesn't matter. It's all fake. NOLA 20 hours ago. 5 carjacked in New Orleans since Saturday morning, police say. WGN-TV Chicago 15 hours ago. Video shows large disturbance on Chicago's northwest side. Officer injured. Fox News 6 hours ago. Los Angeles warehouse goes up in flames. The Guardian 20 hours ago. Homeland Security Secretary warns against crossing U.S.-Mexico border. KTVH 9 hours ago. Sunday storm causes flooding and damage in Helena. KABC TV 6 hours ago. Winnetka crash. Los Angeles Fire Department, LAFD, says 3 killed, at least 6 injured in multi-car collision on Van Owen Street. The Independent 5 hours ago. 10-year-old forced to travel for abortion after being denied in Ohio sparks widespread outrage. WLS-TV 14 hours ago. 31 bodies, some decomposing, found at Lankford Funeral Home and Family Center in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Newsday 13 hours ago. Smith Point, Kupsogu beaches closed after shark bites lifeguard. WLS-TV 1 hour ago. Chicago shootings this weekend. 54 shot, 7 killed in violence across city over 4th of July holiday weekend, police department says. Reuters 11 hours ago. Bezos slams Biden's call for gasoline stations to cut prices. These are retarded babies. Just totally retarded babies. Just wailing and crying and making stuff up. Just basically wailing and activating their toys to play off sound clips. I don't really know what's going on here. There's just basically no way to do that. CNN 11 hours ago. Last World War II Medal of Honor recipient to lie in honor at U.S. Capitol. Here we go. This is a big one. I didn't get my shots right. They've murdered another innocent black man and lit him up with just way too many bullets to put him down while he was unarmed. I think this is in Akron, Ohio. Here I go. I'm going to get to the article. According to CBS News, police discharged tear gas at marching protesters overnight. Early Monday morning, glass from the shattered window of a snowplow remained scattered on the ground near High and Bowery streets. We have a picture here. This is this playbook they've been running here. I've complained about it before. They try to bring out plows that look like the city plows that are like big dump trucks that also carry the salt. Just start blocking up intersections. I'm looking at this intersection. It looks like it's a pedestrian overpass over a major route. There might only be one of those in the whole city of. Anyhow, 19 News is working to learn if any protesters were arrested and has reached out to Akron police for more information. You know, I'm going backwards through this. That's how I've got this wrong. Some damage is reported in Akron after unrest at Jayland Walker protests. According to CBS News, police discharged tear gas at marching protesters overnight. Akron, Ohio, WOIO. Protests calling for justice in the police shooting death of Jayland Walker took a turn Sunday as day turned to night. Walker's family and Akron city officials had called for peace following the release of body camera footage showing the 25-year-old die in a hail of police gunfire. Throughout the day, hundreds of demonstrators marched and protested in peace, with leaders urging everyone to remain calm through their outrage. The shift came around 10 p.m. when reports emerged that someone set fire to a dumpster. 19 News has learned a Good Samaritan put out the flames. As the civil unrest continued, some vehicles, including trucks and ATVs, barreled past barricades, blocking off parts of downtown Akron. Sounds like it might be these dump trucks an issue. According to CBS News, police discharged tear gas at marching protesters overnight. Early Monday morning, Glass from the shattered window of a snowplow remains scattered on the ground near High and Bowery Street. 19 News is working to learn if any protesters were arrested and has reached out to Akron police for more information. These are straight from the annals of history, right out of the pages of the playbooks of the terrorists who have caused these problems all through history, like a step at a time, like it's just a script of plays, like in football. These terrorists are running all the atrocities ever in history, trying to have them all going at once, trying to repeat the pattern over and over, like it's going to be 16 games across all 50 states of 32 teams, with each game running all the plays of these playbooks, step at a time. The Times of Israel, 18 hours ago. Progressive Democrats press Biden on Israeli E1 settlement plans ahead of trip. Newsweek, 2 days ago. Ukraine blows up ammo depot as Kiev gives Russian estimated losses update. The Guardian, 22 hours ago. Judge puts Biden on the spot over immunity for Saudi crown prince. The Associated Press, in Espanol, yesterday. Splintered Ukrainian city braces for new battle with Russia. The Times of Israel, 2 days ago. Alleged Israeli strike in Syria targeted game-changing Iranian air defenses. TV. CNN, yesterday. Belarus claims to have shot down Ukrainian missiles. Reuters, yesterday. Czech PM, that's Czech Prime Minister. Our fighter jets will guard Slovakia's airspace from September. The Times of Israel, 2 days ago. In first, IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, officers participate in major drill in Morocco as observers. NPR, yesterday. Ukraine's farmers face Russia's blockade and explosives on their lands this harvest. The Washington Post, yesterday. U period, S period. That's a babble. There's no translation for it. Wrestles with Russian, Iranian provocations in the Middle East. Oilprice.com, 14 hours ago. Saudis unwilling to upset Putin as Biden begs for more crude. The Hill, 11 hours ago. Graham, that's Senator Lindsey Graham, visits Turkey, says he will do all in my power to close F-16's sale. Of course, this is in reference to the fighter jets. Newsweek, yesterday, explosions hit Russia's Belgorod as governor says air defenses triggered. Reuters.com, 12 hours ago. Nervous staff and no bankers. Western firms struggle to exit Russia. The Guardian, 16 hours ago. UN, that's the United Nations, Secretary General urges calm in Libya as protests spread. The Guardian, yesterday. North Korea says it may boost military to counter capital U, capital S, US. It's also a babble when it's not the one I am, the universal supply. It really makes no sense. South Korea and Japan pact. Again, North Korea says it may boost military to counter US, South Korea, and Japan pact. The Wall Street Journal, yesterday. Strife rises in Tunisia as democracy erodes Economic hardship grows. The Times of Israel yesterday, IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, had advanced intel on Hezbollah attempt to launch drones at Karish gas field. There is a picture of an offshore oil rig and a frigate or something like that. The Hill, 2 days ago, Zelensky, 2,610 Ukrainian cities, towns remain under Russian occupation. ABC News, 22 hours ago, Russian diplomats depart Bulgaria amid soaring tensions. Insider, 10 hours ago, Germany faces collapse of entire industries on Russian gas supply cuts. Yahoo News, 11 hours ago, German Chancellor says many thought the world moved past countries trying to conquer their neighbors, but that agreement is now canceled by Putin. New York Post, 17 hours ago. Thousands reportedly hospitalized, 5 dead from Uzbekistan unrest. It's a picture of a charred semi-truck. Missing its wheels, all its glass gone. Al Jazeera English, 4 hours ago. With no fuel and no cash, Sri Lanka grinds to a halt. WLS-TV, 11 hours ago. Ryan McDonough, Glenview, Illinois. 15-year-old pedestrian hit, killed by Amtrak train near suburban station. ME rules crash and accident. Not sure what ME stands for. Is that Maine in the state code? WABC TV, 6 hours ago. JFK Airport evacuation. Security incident at JFK Terminal 4 cleared after bomb squad and detectives investigate. Newsweek, 20 hours ago. Lviv prepares for Belarus attack in western Ukraine as Russia assaults east. The Hill, 22 hours ago. Zelensky, 2,610 Ukrainian cities, towns remain under Russian occupation. All right, sir. Those are the burning fires. I was accosted by some murderers illegally in fake uniform this morning. Like I was wondering if those uniforms would show up with the bullets and the weapons and then the vehicles and such. They showed up with a vehicle that didn't match the uniform in it. The vehicle might not have even been a vehicle that was identifiable as any sort of uniformed force. It's just these stupid babies playing their baby games. Yeah, but they weren't looking for their deaths. So it wasn't too bad. It appears I'm not going to be able to get my internet service running until something gives with what's wrong with Walmart. I might be able to go through this route. I've just got access to via the website if I can somehow obtain a Walmart gift card within my restrictions, which I'm almost totally failing. I am not going into a physical Walmart location, and I really need to use cash to purchase one of these gift cards, which might clear the hurdle over the way. There's probably either the banks are down or like every transaction with Walmart running a credit card, they're stealing the money. Like they probably are at least trying to lock it up and hold it like they're the bookie who's holding your money to make their interest on it while they hold it instead of running the transaction. At least. I've been paying attention to where I might be able to buy a Walmart gift card, not at Walmart, for cash even. There's nowhere. I could try online, digitally, but then it won't be cash. And there's just probably this problem with Walmart being this criminal and the banks refusing to work with them. So no, it's probably no matter what. If I try to make my real money turn into Walmart Imagination credit money, I'll probably be refused. I need like $65. You Spuds, you got Spuds, yeah, Spuds, Spuds, yeah. That's the torture, that's want to go to the moon, Spuds. Good to see you, sir. All right, sir. I've seen you're probably working at this Walmart issue. So my last report was a total failure online or on the application. So it looks like now you have to make the website hit that total failure mark because they've stolen money. They've stolen my money. They weren't supposed to take my money. Having taken my money is not supposed to be held now that the transaction was canceled somehow. Looks like they want at least 10 days. If they can get away with this to the maximum, they usually do. They try to hold it and make interest on it illegally. It should have been back by the time I had to check at my bank. And it's also the case, there's in no way, shape, or form, any place a human is supposed to have any intervention point with this totally digital transaction. The transaction was supposed to go through. They're supposed to take my money, and then that was supposed to be done. Like an email was supposed to be sent to me in receipt that had my purchase delivered to my email. That was just some numbers that I paid to get as my purchase of my service plan for my prepaid smartphone. So I beseech you, sir, strike now so I can get to work here properly. Soon enough, it's going to be the issue. I'm going to be the only one capable of working here. In any way, shape, or form, counts as working here as anyone who can work here. The places we and I am demanding to get back to my work at. And everyone else who can in any way, shape, or form claim to be doing that work will be turned terrorists, in no way identifying as the workforce that has no right to work, that I do all the work of, that is holding me out of my physical work locations here. So I beseech you, sir, strike. Strike now, sir. Preventatively, defensively, strike, sir. I know what this is, sir. How long now, sir? How long, sir? Till you have to control the USA over what's going on in Belgorod with your airstrike, with your air defenses activated and beyond, sir. I beseech you, strike, sir.